Seeking Mini-Me VSG here, also known as Tiffany, and I'm coming to you guys with an update finally. I know it has been forever, but I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it because I'm trying not to have a super long video. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you all of my stats. I had VSG surgery on November 22nd of 2017. I'm almost at my year update. I'm about a couple of weeks away from being a year. This is about week 50, almost week 51. My highest weight ever recorded was 226.8. That was in January of 2016. My highest weight during the VSG process was 225. My weight for the pre-liquid diet was 205.4, and my surgery weight was 195.6. I can't remember the last time I came to you guys, but I've been in maintenance for a while now. My original goal was 130, which I hit probably around, I think it was around week 30 or so. That was my original goal, 130. I felt better in maintenance around like in the 120s. Currently I'm sitting the low 120s, sometimes dropping into the 1 teens. So usually between, I think I've hit around 118 and to like 122. So that's kind of been where I'm maintaining right now, which I'm pretty comfortable with. I feel fine here. I would be okay if I kind of bump back up to 125, but I want to stay somewhere around there. So basically I want to do kind of mainly a plastics update. I'm going to give you guys, I have my daughter here, she's recording for me. I'm going to give you guys a look at my stomach and how that is looking with my scar. I'm also going to throw in some pictures for you guys so you can kind of see where I started, where things are at, kind of, you know, just some random pictures for you guys in regards to my plastics. In regards to my plastics, I had what they call a mommy makeover. So I had a breast lift with augmentation, which means I had implants put in, and I had a tummy tuck. That was on October 2nd with Dr. Joshua Halpern. And my surgery for VSG was Dr. Sorry, I'm forgetting his last name. Dr. Hall. Forget his first name, but Dr. Hall. Anyway, so how things have been going for me is really good. I had plastics, like I said, on October 2nd. I was released to start going back doing cardio again 3 weeks after surgery, but I decided to wait until 4 weeks after surgery because my breasts were still pretty tender, so I didn't feel ready to start jogging yet. But at 4 weeks after, which it was actually on that Monday, so a little bit less than 4 weeks, I started jogging again. That's been going really well. I've been doing consistent exercise for 2 weeks now, because I'm almost about 6 weeks out from surgery, so I've been doing that consistently. I think last week I did 4 days a week. This week I did 5 days. Yesterday I actually went on my longest jog. That was 7 miles. I hit 7 miles without stopping. It was a little over an hour of jogging. So I am training for a half marathon, which I'm hoping to do, I'm going to do in February, but I am hoping to do the challenge. So 15K on a Saturday and a half marathon on a Sunday. So that's kind of what I'm training for right now. Things have been going well. I've been, like I said, maintaining my weight pretty well. I've had a little bit of difficulty maintaining when I'm exercising. So when I'm jogging, I have had a little bit of difficulty with that. As you know, I dropped down from like around the mid 120s to like the low 120s. Once I started jogging, which I started that challenge in September, the miles into fall, that it's been a little bit of a challenge to maintain my weight in that mid 120s. But again, I'm not really concerned about it. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm losing too much weight, like I need to stop, I need to, like anything like that. So I'm not too concerned about it, but it is something that I still have to work on. When I wasn't exercising during my plastics, when I was recovering, I maintained my weight pretty easily. Like I didn't have any issues with that. I stay around, I would say close to about 1,200 calories a day, but on days that I jog, I try to increase that, but obviously I haven't quite gotten to the point where I've increased it enough. I probably will eat around 1,500 calories maybe, which when I do a jog that's over an hour long, I burn around 700 calories. So if my maintenance is around 1,000 to 1,200, I would probably guess around 1,200. Obviously, I'm not eating quite enough to maintain, but not too worried about that again, because on days I don't jog, it's kind of the fluctuation I'm okay with. So it's working out all right at this point. Plastics, everything has been going really well with that. All my incisions have healed without a problem. I have had no complications, no infections, no real pain. I think I came to you guys, I gave you guys a real long update about how the recovery was pretty easy for me. Didn't even need to take pain medications. Things are healing well. I don't really suffer from too much swelling. I do, and I'll show you guys, I do have some swelling, but it's very minimal. I haven't worn compressions in probably the past 3 days or so, and I've gone all day without the compression. And while I do have some swelling, it's nothing significant, nothing that makes me feel uncomfortable. Just makes it a little difficult for me to see like my final results. In regards to my breasts, those honestly have been a little bit more of a challenge in my stomach. My breasts are still kind of hard. They haven't softened and settled yet, so they're still kind of hard. So really the only thing that kind of made it a challenge is when I first started jogging. It was just a little uncomfortable. They did go into the muscles, so my muscles can get sore, and when I first was jogging, it was kind of difficult because I was really tense and afraid that I was going to hurt myself when I first started jogging. So I found that I actually was getting pain in my muscles because I was so tense. Once I figured that out, relaxed, things have kind of fell into place, and I've been able to jog without any issues from them. They're just kind of hard right now, so it just makes it a little uncomfortable. Sometimes it throws off my breathing a little bit because they're still kind of heavy and not really used to it. So, but aside from that, things have been really, really smooth. I'm really, really happy. I'm excited about my results. I can't wait to see my final results because my surgeon told me about 8 months out is when I'll be able to see like final results where on my stomach, and about 6 months on my breasts, where, everything will kind of be in place. Swelling will be very minimal at that point, and I'll kind of be able to see where everything's at. And so I'm excited for that. But as it stands right now, I'm really happy with how things are going. I'm really happy with just life in general. Like maintenance is going well. Still been busy, of course, with school and work. But that's pretty much a given. FYI, guys, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, that is where I do most of my updates. There's a lot of updates in regards to my plastics, in regards to exercising, in regards to just day-to-day life, how things are going, because you have ups and downs, and all that kind of stuff. All of that stuff is on Instagram. It's my same name, Seeking Mini Me VSG. If you guys don't have an Instagram, honestly, even if you don't follow me, I really recommend getting an Instagram. I kind of was hesitant to get one myself, but now that I have one, I'm really glad that I did, because the amount of support and the amount of people out there in the VSG community, in the weight loss community, in the weight loss surgery community, just in general, is huge. And it has been super helpful, super motivational. So if you guys don't have an Instagram, I highly recommend that you get one and join that community, because it's been great. Just recently, there was a weight loss meetup. Was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend, yeah. That I went to in Orlando, because Orlando is like about an hour drive for me. So it was this weight loss meetup with people who have had weight loss surgery, and it was amazing. I met a lot of amazing people, a lot of inspirational people, just people that understand what I went through, and it was just an amazing experience, and that's something that I found through Instagram. So I definitely recommend you guys join Instagram if you're not on Instagram already. And of course, follow me for pretty much daily updates if you guys are curious with, just how daily life is going for me, because obviously I'm not updating my YouTube channel as often as I would like. So with that being said, I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys a shot of my stomach, which I'm going to have my daughter kind of stand up and do here in a minute, so excuse the jostling of the camera. But yeah, and I'm also going to throw some pictures in here at the end, so you guys can just kind of see how the progress has been going. So let's go ahead and do that. Come on, baby. All right, so this is my stomach, obviously. I had the, like I said, tummy tuck. So my scar, it's a full tummy tuck. My scar goes basically from hip bone to hip bone. So it starts here and it comes all the way across to basically my other hip bone. So what I was talking about, the scar is doing really well. I'm gonna stick a picture in here that kind of can show you guys my development of my scar, where it started and kind of how it's gotten better. But it's doing really well. I've had no issues or complications. It's starting to lay down flatter. It's getting smoother and less dark and stuff too, so I'm happy about that. It also was kind of jagged in the beginning, I think from swelling, and it's starting to kind of lay down flat too. Obviously, I still have stretch marks because when I had my tummy tuck, I had stretch marks like all the way up to the bottom of my boobs. So I still, when he pulled it down, he removed a lot of the stretch marks, but I still have some, obviously. This is mainly where my swelling is at. You can see here it's kind of puffy up around my belly button. So that's the majority of where my swelling is at, is sitting right here around my belly button. I don't really get too much swelling in other parts. I think maybe there might be some swelling here on my sides. I'm not really sure. That could just be leftover skin. I'm not really sure, but mostly this is where my swelling is at. My belly button is healed really well. It looks great. Can't really see it when I'm standing up because of the swelling, but yeah, everything's looking good. I'm really happy. My boobs, if baby you want to come up here, I can't really show you guys my boobs. I'm not gonna be like throwing all that out there on YouTube. I may put a picture in there where you can kind of see a little bit more, obviously without a sports bra. I haven't made up my mind if I'm gonna do that yet, but just in case you guys are curious, before my surgery, my doctor said without all my skin, I would have been a small B. After the surgery, I recently got measured. There was probably still some swelling going on there. I think most of that has probably subsided, but I'm between a full C and a small D. Pretty much a small D. I recently bought a bra and it was a D, so a 34D. So that's like where I'm at now, and I'm really, really happy about it. I have a scar that goes around my nipple, down the bottom, and across the, down here and across the bottom here in the crease. That's from the lift. So I had to have a full lift because there was a lot of loose skin. So again, I may stick a picture in there for you guys, but probably not. You can come back up here, baby. But yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys, kind of an update on my plastics, how things are going for me. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, as always, please just leave them down in the comment section and I will answer those for you. But that's it. Sorry about my dog in the background. You know, that's just a given. It always happens every time I do a video. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.